Hey everyone out there, this is Eric, the director of Inspire Fit Resorts. Just coming to you today to answer one of the questions I received in my inbox. This one talks about when you do make a lifestyle change and and you feel as if your mind has totally been transformed and you start to see more results, then all of a sudden you think you can have a treat and it all kind of starts to fall apart. What causes this negative reaction to such a positive change? So the big thing that I'd like to stress here is that whenever you make some kind of change, and especially a lifestyle change, you have to understand that there's going to be some natural resistance to it, right? Because you're changing a lot of habits and you're changing a lot of mindset as well. But the bigger thing I think that most people struggle with is being unrealistic with their goal. So if you have a goal and you're carrying the goal of, let's say you wanted to lose 25 or 50 pounds, right? When you make a misstep, you're literally carrying that goal on your shoulders, and it's much harder to recover from. Okay? And so that's why usually these things where people do very well for a short period of time, and then all of a sudden they have a binge or they go out and they have dessert, and then it all kind of unravels from there. And you start getting all these anxieties and concern, and just kind of let it all go to where it's like it turns into a complete binge and a reversal of this mindset and this transformation. So what I would say is, focus on the things in which you can control, those things that are tangible, that you can take and make physically you can do something with, right? So those should be the goals that you should have. As opposed to focusing on the goal of losing 50 pounds, you should be focusing on the goal of packing your lunch every day and taking it to work with you. That's your goal. Drinking your X amount of water that you want to drink. That's your goal. Taking your gym bag with you. That's your goal. Doing your physical workouts. That's your goal, right? So those should be your goals and in your mindset. And then if you miss, that's pretty easy to recover from. Oh, yesterday I didn't take my lunch, so tonight I have to pack it up and put it in there and make sure it's somewhere to where I can take it tomorrow, right? So now when you miss your lunch or when you have a treat, it's not, oh my God, I'm never going to lose 50 pounds. It's, oh, well, this isn't a big deal. All I have to do is get back on track with packing my lunch. And you take that step right then immediately to fix it. Whereas if you're focused on something that's outside of your control, right, or something that's much more long-term like weight loss and 25, 50 pounds, when you make that misstep and you're carrying that amount of emotional burden tied to it, that's why everything comes unraveled. It's much harder to recover from. But if you're only carrying and focusing on eating your lunch every day or packing it up in containers or cooking an extra serving at dinner and putting it in a container so you have it tomorrow for your lunch, if that's your goal and you miss it one time and you go to the snack machine or whatever, then you know when you come home it's pretty easy to fix. You grab a container and you start over, you know, and it's not, this is never going to happen because I didn't lose 50 pounds, right? It's something easier for you to control and something tangible. So I would say, one, focus on what you can control, right? Focus on, make it tangible, make your goals appropriate and tangible, and don't focus on what's coming down the road. Two, again, look at the steps in which you're taking to get there, as opposed to looking at the finish line, right? Because then when you make this misstep, all of a sudden all this emotional burden comes along with it, and it becomes a huge outpouring, right? And three, you know, deal with things as they come, as opposed to being concerned with what's all the way down at the end of the road. You know, deal with what's there in front of you, what you can actually deal with. So essentially, all of it deals with understanding that, knowing that your actions now are what's going to lead to your success later on. But just controlling what you can now and worrying about what you can control now as opposed to what's coming down the road makes that whole mindset and makes things a lot easier for you. So, anyway, I hope that helps answer the question. Please keep them coming. I enjoy taking a minute to do this, and let us know what else you'd like to hear about. And hey, I hope everyone feels inspired, and have a great day.